Do you know what your ex wants right now? Do you know why your ex broke up with you? Do you know what your ex is looking for out there right now? Do you want to know what your ex is doing right now? My name is Ben, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get your ex back. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Now, before anything else, biggest question, how can I get my ex back? If you want to get your ex back, you need to understand what your ex wants. Your ex is a type of woman who wants to be in a relationship. How do I know? Because you guys were in a relationship. Most women want to be in a stable relationship. So your ex has been in a relationship with you, also wants to be in a relationship now. Now your relationship fell apart because the average quality of the emotions that she was feeling with you was negative. It was lower than what she wanted to stay with you, so she left. Now your ex wants to be with a guy who is not needy. Your ex wants to be with a guy who is in control of his emotions. Your ex wants to be with a guy who has a plan for his life. Your ex wants to be with a guy who has purpose. Your ex wants to be with a guy who's ambitious. Your ex wants to be with a guy who is happy. Your ex wants to be with a guy who doesn't need her to be happy. Your ex wants to be with a man. Your ex wants to be in a relationship with a guy who is in control of the interaction, who is in full control of the interaction. Your ex wants to be with a guy who is not scared to be without her. Your ex wants to be with a guy who has discipline. Your ex wants to be with a guy who knows what he's doing with himself. Your ex wants to be with a guy who has his own life and she's just a part of his life. She's not everything to this guy. So stop trying to change your mind, because the person that she thinks you are right now is just not going to cut it. If you want to get your ex back, if you want to bring your relationship back to what it was, first of all, you have to accept that that relationship is over, goodbye. And if you want to get your ex back, you have to start a new relationship. I know, oh my God, Ben, oh my God, yeah, but that's how it is. You have to accept the first thing, that relationship is over because your ex doesn't believe you're going to change. All of these things that I told you that your ex wants, you have to do that. Now the question is, how can you do all of those things fast without losing time and without this window of opportunity closing? The thing is, yeah, we don't have much time. You have to be very fast. You have to be very quick. You have to fix your neediness. If you have guilt, if you took her for granted, if you treated her badly, if she stopped loving you, if you feel rejected, if you feel sad, you have to process all of those emotions. And if you cannot process them, if there's a lot of them, you have to at least learn how to manage them. So you start processing and managing them as they pop. That's the very first thing. Second thing, you need to find a purpose for your life and you need to be completely okay without your ex. You don't have to wait for your ex to come and then, okay, now I'm happy. Now I can think about the rest of my life. That is the mistake that most people make. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be fulfilled. I'm going to be peaceful when I get my ex back. But the thing is, to get your ex back, you have to be all of those things first. Dude, your ex doesn't want to be with you anymore like this. Your ex doesn't want to be with you when you're needy, when you don't have ambition, when you let go of yourself, when you lose yourself. Dude, your ex wants to be with somebody who is strong, who's confident, who has emotional awareness, who knows what he feels, who doesn't put pressure on her, who doesn't chase her, a guy who's okay and happy without her. Your ex wants to be with a guy who's going somewhere with his life, whose finances are sorted, who doesn't break down emotionally, who doesn't beg her, who doesn't bring his problems to her. If you want to get your ex back, you have to understand these things, because your ex left, the relationship broke. Every day, on average, 500,000 people break up. And most of the times, men start to beg. They lose themselves. They start this cycle of terror. You might have heard me talk about it before. They beg and they go to internet and just keep buying of these $47 bullshit products. And they try to fix her. They try to bring her back, force her back. The real problem is yourself. You need to fix yourself. You need to have complete independence if you want to be in a happy relationship. Because if you put it on her that she's responsible for you, you just push her away and she runs. So, if you want to get your ex back, you need to go to you 2.0. You need to go to the next level. Stop the bullshit of no contact. You need to communicate with her assertively. If you stand back, what you're telling her is that, hey, you know what? I don't want to be with you. I'm not interested. Or I have so much bad emotions, I can't even control these emotions. So I don't even know what to say. So I'm going to stay away from you. I don't know what to do. So you need to fix yourself. And you need to learn very fast how to communicate with her. You need to know what to text. You need to know how to text. Texting, communicating with her, all sits on top of a solid, masculine, assertive, confident personality. You need to build that personality first, and you need to do it very fast. Another danger with your situation is that you have blind spots, and if you're a normal person, you're probably flooded with these emotions, negative emotions, anger, sadness, jealousy, neediness. So for you to get your ex back, you need to understand these emotions change the way you interact with your ex. And usually these emotions put you in a worse position. So you need to learn to manage these. When you learn how to manage these, then you can start communicating with your ex. Now let me tell you about, for example, jealousy. A big one. Most of the times when there's problems with jealousy, relationships fall apart. Because if you're jealous, you basically tell her that you're secure, you worry that she finds somebody else, and you're sure that you're scared to be without her, and you worry that she may go with someone else, and you're going to stay alone, and you cannot find anybody like that. And all of that kills attraction. So you got to make sure you don't show jealousy. There's a way to deal with jealousy. For example, if you feel jealous, you always do. Remember this from me forever. Remember this from me. If your ex wants to cheat on you, if any woman wants to cheat on you, she will cheat on you and you'll never find out. So stop being this suspicious guy. Stop being this insecure, needy guy. Oh, what should I do? Where is she? What's she doing? Start asking the right questions. What can I do to become the guy that my ex wants to be around? What can I do to deal with my insecurity? What can I do to deal with my neediness? Instead of thinking, okay, what should I tell her to change her mind? How should I bring her back here? How can I convince her that I'm changed? Dude, just change. You want to convince her to change? Just change. If you change, everything will change. Your relationship will change as well. So, if you want to get your ex back, I tell you one more time. Remember, what do high-value people do? What are the qualities of high-value people in your position? If a guy is high-value, he never sacrifices long-term results for short-term gratification. He always sacrifices short-term gratification to get long-term results. A high-value guy is not needy. A high-value guy is very aware of his emotions. He understands if he shows negative emotions, anger, sadness, jealousy, neediness, if he makes impulsive moves, he pushes the woman to somebody else. A high-value guy is ambitious. A high-value guy has a plan for his life. A high-value guy has his life in order. A high-value guy is happy. He's happy on his own. He's confident. That's what attracts women. One of these guys messaged me and said, man, he left me a voice message. He said, man, I want to tell you, man, I just talked to her. She said she never wants to be with me. And I'm listening to this message. I don't want to listen to that message because the tone of his voice is so sad. And I called him back. I said, dude, do you want to listen to yourself? I'm sure you don't want to listen to this. Because who wants to be around that vibe and that energy? That's important. It's important that you take a good look at yourself and see what you present, what you offer. I can tell you hundreds of stories. Another guy called me yesterday, crying on the phone. Then I took her for granted. I called her names. Now she goes, she's with somebody else. Then I messaged her and said, you curse, a lot of fucking bitch, all of these things. Now I regret. Then I left the message and I apologized. What do you think I should do now? Say, man, you've done all the crazy. You already took her for granted, then insulted her, then apologized. So pretty much everything that you shouldn't have done, you did. I mean, just take control of yourself. Everything else will take control of itself. Everything else will automatically take care of itself. If you want to get your ex back, the first thing you need to do, you stop making your situation worse. Stop screwing up your chances. Step number 2, take control of your inner world. Means learn how to manage your emotions and your thoughts. Step 3, take control of your outer world, which is texting and communicating with your ex. How to act around your ex, what to say, what not to say. Step 4, when you're near, when you're getting closer to her, when she starts to trust you, then smoothly transition to the new relationship. I know getting your ex back can be extremely difficult, so if you want me to help you get your ex back, before anything else, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button if you find this video useful. Also subscribe to my channel to get my other videos as well coming your way. And also download my book from the description. I put a link there so you can download a free copy. And leave a comment. Ask me a question. I'm going to read all the comments and answer your questions as well. Don't worry. I'm going to help you get your ex back. This is Ben, and see you in the next video.